Hey guys, you're welcome back to the talk with Akewumi. This is something like an impromptu episode. It wasn't something I was planning on doing, but I felt it's necessary for me to speak about it. So a couple of days ago, I was going to work, so I had to take two buses. So I already got down from the first bus and I was waiting for the second bus. So at the bus stop, I was waiting initially. I was alone at the bus stop, and then there was this other guy. He's I don't know if he's white or something, but his skin color is obviously different from mine. So his age, I don't know how old he could be. It would be about, I don't know, his age range could be like from about 15 to about 17, 18. That's the age range I'm giving to him. So obviously still like a young guy, teenager, all of that. So okay, if you don't, most people, like most teenagers or a lot of teenagers, they vape, they try their hands on like cigarettes and stuff like that, and alcohol and a lot of things that in the long run would eventually affect your health. So this particular guy, I saw he was vaping and stuff. I was like, okay, that's fine. If that's what's comfortable for you, just don't do it in a way that's going to affect me. That's cool. So I was on my phone. I think I was texting somebody, and then I don't know. I was texting someone. I was checking for my boss as well, so I don't miss my boss. So I saw that this guy, had a spliff in his hand. A spliff is basically like weed rolled up together that you can like smoke and stuff like that. So basically he had a spliff in his hand, and I don't know why it was at that moment that he brought it out of his pocket. Because it was when I think it was Tech Fleece, up and down, and some nice shoes as well. Obviously he's a very fine boy, cool, it looks good. No, I don't mean that in a weird way, but it actually looks good. And then I don't know why it was at that moment when he brought out the spliff that I raised my head up. I have no idea why it was at that moment that I had to raise my head up. So I just sighted the spliff in his hand, and then when I sighted, I just looked up at him. I saw that he was already looking at me. I was like, bro, why? That's that wave of like embarrassment and stuff like that. And then I don't know why. He just, when he saw that we made eye contact, he just took it back and just put it back in his hoodie pocket, and that was the end of that. And then we called the same boss as well, but after a while I just left. He came down from the bus because we were not going to the same place, obviously. So why am I telling you this story? It's because drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, spliffs, vape, they're not going to do you any good. It's an addiction that would eventually ruin you. It's an addiction that will eventually be the end of you if you're not careful. If you do not start, if you've not started, or you're thinking of starting, don't even bother, because the effects of these things they're not little. You're not little. No matter how I'm just doing small at a time, one time. Eventually, it's going to get to you. It's like saying every day is for the thief. One day will be for the owner. Like saying, I'm doing it every day. I'm just doing this to quantity. When you will land in the hospital with some weird disease or like mental health problems or something, or you're just going mad every time, it's not going to be funny for you, because now it looks as if it's going to be fun. It looks cool. People that are doing that looking cool. All the musicians that you're looking up to or that you're listening to, they do it because a lot of these musicians, they do it. A lot of like these people, these celebrities, quote and unquote, they do it, and you think, it looks cool. It looks they're doing it. Nothing's happening to them. Let me remind you that a lot of promising young rappers have died because of drug overdose, drug use, alcohol, and all of that. A good example that most people know is Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD was promising, and then obviously his drug addiction was a problem. And then he was young, he was promising, and just like that, his light went out. Like literally just went out. nothing, no trace, just went out, just died, and that was the end of it. That's the end of it. Even though he made songs and all that, that was the end of it. There's no replacing life. So my advice to you is that if you're thinking of starting, or if you're thinking of, do I want to do it? Should I do it? Should I not do it? Don't do it. It's not worth it in the end. It has more bad than good. I don't even think it has any good. You should probably just feel high for a moment, and then the next moment you're so low, like the lowest of lows, and then you have to be like depending on these things to like give you a sense of like high or something. And it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing, honestly. Also, before I forget, if there's someone pressuring you, or someone in your friend group that is doing these things, and you keep advising the person, the person is not budging, or the person is trying to offer it to you, first step, distance yourself from the person. Like, literally, distance yourself from the person, because if you say, oh, it's cool, as long as he's doing it and I'm not doing it, nothing's gonna happen. That's a lie. Eventually you feel tempted, okay, let me see what this guy is actually doing, or let me see what he's actually seeing in these things that he does. And then gradually you say, okay, let me do it, and then you start doing it, and then it becomes an addiction for you, and then two of you become, and the whole side, the whole thing just blows up, and then something bad happens. So basically, if you have a friend that is doing all these things, first of all, distance yourself from the person. That's very important. And two, pray for the person as well, because addiction is not easy to come out of. Some people want to come out of it, but then they have no means. They keep relapsing. That's the word. They keep going back, and eventually that usually becomes the end of them. So keep praying for them, keep advising them, keep praying for them. And yeah, that's my honest opinion. That's my advice for people listening to this episode. So thank you for listening. Say no to drugs and stay safe as well. Thank you. Bye.